Hello, my lovelies. I am building last two of my avian cards, and for avian read birds. I got so far with this one and I thought I better turn the camera on because otherwise I'm going to run out of birds to show you. So you'll see them from almost start to finish. I've already pre-cut things. So, and this one's face up because this is a surprise. You like that? You get a surprise in the first minute or so. That's not too shabby. I like surprises. So it's early June here and the weather is cold. Don't know what I can expect. You know, we're officially in winter here in Australia now, so it's all good. Just remembered I've got to do it up there. These little things out of the way. Yeah, we've had rain all of this week. So, and I don't know if we're expecting any today, but it doesn't look promising for a lot of sunshine, let me put it that way. You know, they give us a percentage chance of rain, it's 90% chance of rain or a 10% chance of rain, but they don't say it's going to be sunshine all day. It's a bit sad, really. Now, because these cards are for the seniors, I have pre-stamped the inside with the logo and the envelope. So I'm all caught up there. And I probably should have done all this bit beforehand or off camera, but I like you to see the whole process. Apart from the cutting, that gets a bit rowdy. Ta-da! Surprise! I don't know what sort of little bird he is, but he's beautiful. He's very cute. Now I've got my little birthdays pre-stamped and ready to go. Have I got a darker one? Let me check. No, I don't have. Oh, sad. Never mind. I'll just have to grin and bear it. I'll put that one there, or should I put one of those pretties? Oh no, that doesn't go at all well. Okay, we'll rule out the pretty ones for these cards. And my pop dots. I was able to get a couple of packets of these cheaply from Spotlight. When I was there last, they had a 20 to 50% sale. So I got a stack of envelopes, and I do mean a big stack. I've got 6 of those big boxes sitting in my shelves at the moment. Hoping that I can achieve my aim with a minimum of 200 birthday cards. I think I'm up to about 60 at the moment. I've already passed over 30 to the coordinator here in South Aussie. So that's good. So I've got 170 to go. Okay, now I've been putting beads in the corners. Not beads, bling. And I thought for this one I'd go for black because he's all black. He's got the black highlights, so I thought I think black is definitely the way to go. I will show you some of the other cards. I will put photographs up so that you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, they're very widely spaced. That's okay. 9, 10, 11. So it's 11 one way and 10 the next. That way each row appears to have 11. There's only one thing wrong with the bling when it's got that wide gap in between each little bead, because the stickiness stays. It's a bit of a horror, but we work around it because we're clever. We're crafting peoples. Love the sound of the beads coming off there. Tick, 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 tick. It's kind of cool. My version of the thoughts. Or my thoughts on the... Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. My opinion. Sticking to it. Hear that, Sticky? You know you can avoid that, and I'll show you how in a couple of minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just going to come in here and do a little snip across there, because that part of the sheet can go in the bin now. Okie doke. Now to get this part of it going right. Sometimes I've been able to get it straight the first time, and then when I put it down, it goes crooked. Don't like that. I like all my things to be straight if I can. Oh, that does look nice. Yeah, I like that very much. Ah, I dropped it. Please don't stick like that. Please, please, please. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Now, do I have a lid close by that I can use? I'll make a lid. I'll take one off here and use it. Because what I'm going to do is show you how to get rid of that stickiness. Excuse my arm up in front of the camera. I'm hoping I'm just... Yeah, well, you can stay up there too. Thank you very much. Other things are falling down. Okay, I've got a little bit of very fine talc in here. There's not a bit, there's a whole container. But I don't need very much. Just tip your bottle up and let it splash out, and that's more than enough, actually. Now, a very fine paintbrush. Just dab it into there and then tap some off. And what I do then is go in between each one of these little beads, or even across the top, and just put a little bit of talcum powder on that glue piece. That takes away the stickiness. And I have to do this on all of the cards I've made, especially the ones with this wide strip of glue. It does feel like you're using a lot, but don't stress about that because you get to blow away the excess. You won't see me do that, but you'll hear me do that in a minute. Just go back and have a look, and if it's still a little bit shiny, put a little bit more talcum powder there on the glue strip, because if it's shiny, it's still tacky. Yes, it takes a little bit of extra, minute, but it is worth it. Now, listen to this. I won't put it up in front of the camera because all you'll see is a little puff of powder, and that's not very pleasant to look at, and I don't want powder all over my desk. See, that will blow off. And then I just wipe my fingers over the top of the beads to get back the shine. As I said, it takes a minute, but it is worth... Listen to this, if you can, listen. See the card lifting up? But over here, there's no lift and no tacky sound. And if you get a baby powder, it's a lot finer than normal perfumed powder for adults. Good as gold. I can put it back on top of my little wax seals now. Now I'll just blow this off. And run fingers along the top. The shine on the beads comes back beautifully. And there's no stickiness. So that, my lovelies, is how you get rid of that tackiness in between a string of beads. Okay, next card is these two little birds on here. Need a card? Yep, that'll help. Is it the last one? No, one more. But I've run out of little birdie pictures, so, I'm messed over that one. Not to worry. I've got quite a few of these little cards made, so I'm not at all stressed. Now let me put these little black beads away before I forget. These I also bought from Spotlight. They were this long, from here to here. They're quite a they don't tell you how long, but it's 348 little beads for, about $4. And I thought that was quite good because you can get a lot of cards out of that. Even being as generous as I have been with the 11, it still looks mighty fine in my opinion. Now I'm using a cut-off here to give a little bit of interest to the inside of the card, because just the logo and the greeting was starting to get a little bit boring for me to make. So I thought, well, I've got all these little pieces of leftovers, so let's use them. Because I was just going to cut them up for the birthday backings. And I thought I can do something better than that with those at the moment. But tomorrow morning's exercise is definitely going to be making some more birthdays with shadows because I have run out of those. I've got plenty of tickets that I can stamp, this size. I've got plenty here that I can use. And that's all I've got left of those, so I've done really well. Okay, oh, what do I need? A greeting. Yeah. So I spend one morning doing this sort of stuff, and the next morning I spend making cards. So my daily routine is get up, have breakfast, come down to my craft room for a couple of hours, craft away, and then do my laundry, make sure I remember to get food out for dinner, which a lot of times I forget, get busy crafting and, you know, playing my computer game and forget about the essential meals. So I've got to get the meal stuff out after I've finished crafting. And then sometimes I'll have a little nap, because this old lady needs a nap. She needs her nana naps. And if I'm sitting listening to a story, I quite often nod off in my office chair, which gives my son a little bit of a smile. I don't mean to nod off. I just get tired. And, you know, the voice of the reader is sometimes so melodic that I just sort of nod off. Oh dear, I'll have to watch that one again and listen to it again. That's okay. It's all part and parcel of me. Oh, nice. And I'm going to put red beads on this one because of these pretty flowers. I think that'll look lovely. Okay, this is the easiest way I know how to make a card, is to get a lovely photograph, whack it on the top and put some beads and a greeting on, and you're done. So it's the cheats way of doing a lot of cards at once. But it's still, you know, 10, 15 minutes. And by the time you take into consideration the amount of time that is spent making the little things like the birthday things and the little greeting cards and cutting these out, you're up to about 25 minutes, if not longer, because each one of these is cut out individually, and I spend several hours doing those each time I do them. Me and my little cuddle bug sit here and clack away, and then I click, clack, thump with the stamp. You know, click, clack on the stamp pad and then thump on the... Yeah, no, it's not that bad. Paper crafting can be noisy if you want it to be, and it can be very quiet if you want it to be. All right, I just remembered I needed to find these. So now I've got them, I'm happy. I did press the button, good. I just had this horrible thought. Did I turn the video on? Did I turn the camera bit on? And yes, I did. I've got the little red dot up there, not a big one, so that's all good. My bin gets quite full of these, and the negative space to the die cutting. I think I fill my bin every other day, but that's fine. See how pretty that looks? I like it. Now let's get the bling before I put the happy birthday on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is there. So I'll cut through 2. I love the colour red, but I don't use it a real lot. Sticky, sticky, sticky. I won't powder this card with you. I'll do that when the camera's turned off. It's awkward, Ruth. Let's try that again. It's still awkward. And my hand's right in the way. I'm so sorry. Now we need 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Snip 1. Snip 2. And then we go down. I don't think there is any less awkward way of doing this. Because you could have your hands in the way and to guide the beads down. That last one went wonky. Okay, let's put these away. Okay. Oh, birthday thing. Yep, got to do that bit. Now 3 little pop dots. And they don't have to be, they're not incredibly even or anything, but they don't really need to be because you're not going to see them. Just enough to hold the card up off the surface so that it's more prominent. I picked up 3 and I lost 1. Okay, it's in the bin. Now, I think I'm going to, whoops, not upside down. I'm going to put that there because I want these to be shown and I want the little feet. But this little bend in the branch isn't so important, so we can cover that bit up with the happy birthday. Okay. So I've made 2 cards with you this morning, but I'd like to show you now the rest of them. So what I will do is turn the camera off, but I want to thank you very much for watching to start with. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch up with you in the next video. But stay tuned, if you will, so that you can see the other cards that I've made. And I'll put my lace cloth over here so it looks all gorgeous and pretty. And it's not a lace cloth, it's a curtain. Let's be honest about that. It's a piece of curtain that I've got folded so you can't see through it. But that beside the point, I will show these out that way while I'm still yakking away. I will put the photographs up after this so that you can see them. And that way you're not taking up, I'm not taking up too much of your time on a video, because the photographs will be quicker to look at. If you want to have a closer look, stop the video, have your look, and then keep going again. Just pause it so that you can have a look at the card if you want to. If you don't want to, just let it roll on through. They only show up for about 4 seconds. So it's a little tip. But I will catch up with you in the next video, my darlings. Take care. Bye-bye.